Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-bum. Thought I was live. I am live. Okay. Hey Kim, let's go Eiffel Tower. Let's go. Absolutely. Top of the morning to you. Is that how they say it? My accent's terrible. I'm sorry. Um, Cup of coffee in hand, ready to go. Early start today for the stream at least, not for the day. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Why do I have Christmas music stuck in my head? I don't know. If you're live and listening, don't be shy to say hi. Hey Phil, top of the morning to you. Gotta work on my English accent. It's terrible. For someone who speaks English, I don't have an English accent. That sounds very ironic. that was a weird comment. I'm gonna take that one back. But yeah, how's your morning going? You got your coffee? I got my coffee too right here. I got a K cup because I was too lazy to go the extra mile this morning. So bourbon vanilla cream. Ooh, that sounds delicious. That sounds really good. I got one of those K cups. I think the caramel apple pie. It's not too bad. It's definitely it's got a little taste to it, but I definitely like yours better. Bourbon vanilla cream. That sounds delicious. I could definitely get behind that. Hope your morning's going well. It smells like, yeah, I imagine the aroma from that flavor, I imagine, is second to none. For sure. For sure, for sure. I just kind of jumped right into building this because I feel like I'm always talking and never building. I need to start building more and talking less. Well, no, talking's good. Um, Start focusing on building more. That makes sense. Hey, Kirkham. Yeah, I said hi to Kirkham, but she might have stepped away because I did not get a response. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe Kim is just tired of listening to my voice. I get it. Sixth stream in a row, same voice over and over again. I'm tired of my voice myself, to be honest. Every time I hear myself, I'm like, can you make this stop? Can we have less of this and more of other people talking? Anyways, another sidetrack. I don't have the sidetrack crown like MC does, but speaking of MC, you know, Phil, we're gonna have that live stream on Monday, and the set that we're building is a set that I've already built, so I had to part it out, and my fingernails are still in pain from last night trying to part out the the set that we're gonna build for Monday. So right now I cannot feel the tip of my nails. It's one of the least pleasant activities you could do with Lego is try to take it off, and I don't think the brick separator works for everything. So I had to use my nails for a lot of it, and now I can't feel my nails. But it's all for a good cause. It's all for fun. Fun is the good cause, of course. But yeah, I have no feel in my nails right now. They feel numb. If MC joins, I'm gonna let him know. Should be a fun stream though. I'm excited. I got looped into that. Super excited. It should be a great time. Yeah, I know the timing might be weird for some people in the middle of the workday, but I hope you're able to at least listen in to the nonsense and have some fun with us. But yeah, it should be a great time. Absolutely, absolutely. Any big plans for you today, Phil? Anything? Oh, jeez. I'm just trying to discipline these bricks. You'll be there. That's awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited that you'll be there. That's really great news. It gives it's like that nice feeling you get when um someone you appreciate and someone who's been a great support is like I'll be there for you, and it's like, you know what, I feel warm that you feel come for these live streams, and continues to show support for me and for MC and Sean and all these great people here. So I'm super excited that you'll be on that live stream. That will definitely make it awesome having you there. Absolutely. Oh no. Okay, some brick building will be fun. Yeah, I saw you did the ASMR of the bar door. I have to confess I haven't watched it yet, but I'm gonna get to it at some point today. My day doesn't look too bad today unless my wife tells me otherwise later. But yeah, that's wow, 9 hours. What kind of laptop do you have? If you don't mind me asking. I have the one that I'm streaming from right now is a Surface Pro, which is not bad, but I also have to use it for work, and that's where it slows me down a little bit. Um, but a very old one. The wife always tells us, yeah, indeed. Yeah. No, but I'm definitely going to check out your Barad-dûr ASMR. I'm excited. That set is so beautiful. I haven't gotten any Lord of the Rings sets, and it's still on my wish list. I don't want to miss out on it like I missed out on the set that MC reviewed, the Shadow Box. That set is so amazing, and I can't believe I missed out on it. But that being said, I'm excited to watch your ASMR. Hey, Kim. How are you? We were just, well, I was talking about you. I'm not gonna put Phil on the spot. It was me. I was just saying how you had that initial message, and then I try to say stuff, and then there was no responding. So I just had a little monologue with myself for a few minutes. All good though. How's your morning going? Bourbon vanilla cream is amazing. You could probably take away the vanilla and the cream and just, have the first one in there. I think it would be just as great, but the combination is definitely awesome. My doggies are running around. What's up, Willow? Can I help you with something, ma'am? Nope. She does not want my help. My dogs are very independent. They just come in to check up on me if I still have a pulse. Texting you. No worries, no worries. I was just saying stuff. It's not that serious. All is well. Okay, so I need two of these. One goes here. Oh, I see. One goes. Wait, no, I do have two of these. What am I saying? Oh, okay, I see. I see what I did there. So these two are fine. And this one I just need one off. Okay. Editing all day. Wow. You're gonna hate me for saying this. My day's just getting started. So when you say editing all day, I'm like, oh, for like the past 20 minutes. I'm kidding. Um, yeah, I know. I'm a late starter most of the time, but editing has to be the most painful of the experiences with this journey. If you don't count parting sets out and um, letting your nails feel all the pain, that is on par with editing. That's like going to the dentist for them to just drill your teeth. It's like, here you go, just have at it. Just drill my teeth for fun. Why not? That's how editing for me feels like sometimes. But you guys are obviously a lot better at it, so I'm not going to, yeah, bestow my problems on others. I'm just a terrible, terrible editor. You guys make some fun um, clips and edits, so it's all worth it in the end. Rush editing is fun, yeah. I imagine. 7 hours. Wow. I think I went to sleep 7 hours ago. Like the exact opposite. Oh man, I'm so bad at this. I was never a morning person. Confession time. I was, yeah, never in my life did I have a good time with morning. Actually, when I was in college, I we do have opposite schedules. Yeah, exact opposites. When I was in college, this was a while ago now. I I purposely only took evening classes because I couldn't do mornings, and so my schedule would be backloaded towards the end of the day. I would have classes until like 9 p.m., but then I wouldn't start before like midday, like 12 p.m. So all my classes would be super, super late. Um, I just early on I knew that I wasn't going to be a morning person. I tried to work out in the morning a couple times. Like when I first came to college, try to work out in the morning, and I would always be sleeping by the time I would get to class after my workout. And this is me trying to work out at like 6 a.m. before class. Was not at all something my body enjoyed. So early on, I was like, you know what? We're gonna play to our strengths, and our strength is not. I did this wrong. Our strength is not being up early, but it works differently for different people, and that's what makes it all fun. Is that we're all different. Yeah, quite literally. I can't. Even when I try to fall asleep early, I can't. My body clock is the exact opposite of what yours is, Kim. At this point, I could even if I want to go to sleep at like 11 p.m. My body tells me no, you're not doing that. Hold your horses, sir. Reel them back in because you're not going to sleep at all. Anyways, that's fun. I always I always say that if you're able to get your day started super early, um, I think that's awesome. That I respect that a lot because it's not something I could do myself. And like I even tell people at work, I'm like, if you want me and my most productive self, you're not gonna get me at my top in an 8 a.m. meeting. So if you try to schedule something early on my calendar, you're gonna get a half dead, half asleep, half zombie looking Alex, and that's not gonna get you anywhere. So if you want me to contribute, if you value my contribution, you would not drag me into an 8 a.m. call. And it seems to work. I think the more I get into my career, the deeper I get into my career, the more people start to uh, appreciate the differences and the fact that I'm not a morning person. You're not gonna get anything productive of me before like 10 a.m. Let's just say that. Yeah, that's right. I wish I had a little bit of that where my body just like knocks me out and puts me out to sleep. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try, I cannot get there. Cannot seem to get there. I don't know if I need to like physically knock myself out sometimes, just like punch myself in my face and just say, you know what, Alex, you're going to sleep whether you like it or not. Um, I remember you mentioned that, Phil, before. Don't ask me anything until you see a coffee in my hand. That's another thing too. Before you get a first sip of coffee in your body, um, there was a. Speaking of, I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. Oh, that felt refreshing. That felt like an adrenaline rush through my body just having that one sip of coffee. Um, Curtis is not spoken to without coffee. If I'm Curtis, I take out the enforcer if someone tries to talk to me without coffee. Speak to the enforcer, don't speak to me. But where did I see this meme? I saw this meme somewhere. And the meme was so bad at this. it was it was that one coworker that tries to talk to you before you even sat down in your chair every morning, and it's like this guy who enters the office, and this other guy who's like, "Oh, hey, top, good morning to you," and then before you even sat to your desk, he's already in your face, like, "So, how are we looking at that deliverable that's due today?" Before you even had a chance to sit down in your seat, and that's how I imagine it sometimes. Luckily, I don't have anyone who works with me that's that pushy, but I've heard some stories. So, oh man, helps him not to be murdered. Yeah, some of us have a little bit of that in us too. Like, don't put any coffee in me. Don't expect me to be nice to you. Oh, this is fun. Um, Walked up to say hi and give him a hug, trying to make quick. You try to get in that window of opportunity. He's like, "Don't talk to me until I have my coffee. Catch me again after I had this coffee." That's awesome. Yeah. I was just thinking back to the other day. I don't know if it was my wife or who I was talking to, but I was trying to remember when I first started drinking coffee, and I could now remember a time when I didn't have coffee in my life. But there was a time when I didn't have coffee in my life. Probably before college. I think colleges will ruin me. Blame everything on college. Actually, coffee is not a bad habit, so let me not say that. Coffee is a great habit. Okay, so this is supposed to go on top of this. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Hope you got some. Oh no, I ruined this. Hope you guys got some fun, exciting plans for today. I always like Saturday better than Sunday because Sunday you start getting the Sunday blues, thinking about Monday. Saturday is nice and relaxed, and you know you still got one more weekend ahead, day off ahead of you. It's so weird how fast the holidays flew by. Barely had time to enjoy it before it's gone. Blame everything on college too. You realize college is such a fictional reality. Um, Once you get out of college and you realize what like the world outside of the college campus is, it's so surreal how like you live in that bubble for a couple of years and you ignore everything that goes on around that bubble because you're in that college experience. But the world, when you get that rude awakening after college, it's so rough. Sorry, I missed a couple messages. Is this the biggest set I've built? I think so. Someone asked, sorry, let me not speak while I tear through this. Oh no, there's one by ones. My biggest nightmare. Um, okay, we could do this. Bag number 37 of 150 or something. No, I think it was like 75, but I guess you could say halfway point. Uh, okay, now that I got the bag tearing out of the way. Someone asked that before how big this set is. It's 10,001 pieces, so by definition, this is the biggest set I've built. Yeah. If you don't count like the mocks that I'm putting together, but I'm doing them in sections, so like that medieval forest thing, I bet that has more pieces, including the base plates and the actual sets, than this thing does. But as a standalone set, yeah, for sure. Kim, you don't like coffee? Why am I just finding this out right now? Oh, I bet that's a special moment, finding the wedding gown. My wife expressly prohibited me from enjoying those moments for obvious reasons with her. Don't unfriend me. No, I'm never unfriend. You know, obviously an avid coffee drinker, so my bias is towards coffee. But I could see from someone who doesn't drink coffee on a regular basis how it could taste like a burnt cigarette or something. If that's even a good comparison. I, no, I totally get that. Now, with that being said, whether I'm going to hang out with you guys again, no, I'm kidding. No, I'm not going to be that person. Yeah, going back to Phil's point, college does ruin everything for you. You think college is this amazing, think the world is so great that, everything's a great idea. You're going to have fun for the rest of your life. Everything's going to be awesome. You're going to meet great people. I mean, life is not that bad. I'm making it sound like life's so bad. It's not that bad. But college is definitely a fictional reality where everything seems rainbows and unicorns. And the minute you step outside of that reality, it's like, whoa, you're telling me life is not all frat parties and late nights studying for exams and doing random things on a Tuesday night just because you can. And apparently, life is not that. Apparently, you got to pay bills. Well, there are bills before, but more bills now somehow. You got to have responsibility. I'm not even at a point where I have kids. I can't imagine what it's like to have kids too. Sometimes my dog looks at me. It's like, are we going outside? I'm like, are you going to pay your bills here or are you going to continue to be a freeloader? I'm kidding. But I do have two freeloaders, two Dachshunds, who all they do is just sleep all day. And then when you come home from work, they look at you like you did something wrong. And I'm like, you're the one who's been sleeping all day and you're judging me. Okay. Thinking about signing up our dogs for some competitions. They could start pulling their weight around here. Oh no, you don't have any inadequacies, Kim. No, you don't. They are adorable, yeah. Don't hate me, guys, for saying this, but I'm absolutely not a cat person. So like, I don't have anything against cats, but like, I wouldn't want to live with a cat. I don't know why. I just how Kim doesn't want to do coffee. I just don't want to do cats. It's not my thing. I don't know. Like, cats just don't give me the same warm feeling that dogs do. I feel like with dogs, you get that unconditional love, and they always want to love you all the time. Cats are, I feel like they're. This is gonna sound so bad, but I feel like cats are always plotting something. Like they're evil masterminds. Hey, Brick Nexus, thanks for joining this random conversation about why Alex doesn't like cats. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a cat person, but yeah, dogs are awesome. Freeloaders, but awesome. They pay for their expenses and hugs and licks to my face, so I forgive them. Cats tolerate people, yeah, right? Cats seem like the feeling that we just talked about. You have that Curtis has, or Phil has, or probably I have before you have your coffee. that, that feeling is like, don't talk to me for my coffee. That's how cats are for their entire life. Just don't talk to me ever. Coffee, no coffee. That's the feeling that I get from cats. We're doing great, Brick Nexus. Thanks for joining. Talk about coffee and how college ruined our lives. Well, mine at least, and I think Phil agrees. But yeah, I don't know. My wife's sister has a. They have a dog and a cat, and they have to keep them in separate rooms because they don't really get along, and that seems like not a fun experience if you ask me. Oh, it's Monster Brick Reviews. Thank you for that's super early for you, sir. I'm really appreciative of you. We are actually talking about it how I'm not a morning person, so I appreciate you twice as much today for being here this early in your day. Hope you get to take some coffee before you have to listen to my nonsense. That's the consensus we're getting to today, is that nobody should have to listen to me without having a coffee first. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday so far. I hope you guys saw that promo for Monday for my video with MC and Sean from Brain Bricks for that Battle of the Ages. I think I was telling Phil before everyone else joined. I had to be up last night to part out the set that we're going to be building because I already had it built, and my fingernails are crying right now of all the brick separating I had to do with my my nails because the brick separator fell short. But yeah, hope you guys can join. I know it's in the middle of the day, so I know the timing is not great, but hope it works for you guys. Yeah, the promo was awesome. That was all MC. I cannot claim any credit for that. MC is the one who put in the time of day to put that promo together. So all the creative licenses is with him. My creativity is not nearly as sufficient as his is to create something like that. It was big promo energy, yeah. Oh, that's right, Phil. You work at a university, so I'm kind of like reading messages. I don't have like a method for reading messages. I'm just kind of jumping around because I'm hopped up on coffee. But my message reading skills are awful. So let's see. You're at a coffee shop, Perry? That's awesome. You got to tell us what kind of coffee you're having. Phil is drinking bourbon. Wood coffee. I should have just left it at bourbon. He has a bourbon vanilla cream. Not, he's not. I'm not gonna put Phil on the spot like that. He's a great guy. I'm just a jackass. So brick separator. You say brick separator. Okay, here's my counter for brick separator. And I apologize. I'm gonna get to everyone's message, but I'm just what pops up on the screen to me is what I'm reading. So brick separator, you could dig a plate from under a brick, or you could flip it the other way and then you could separate a brick from a brick. But when you have multiple bricks on top of one another, it's like 1x2 or 1x1 on top of one another, a brick separator cannot make it through there. So when you have 2 or 3 1x1 stacked on one another, or 2x2 stacked on one another, the flat end of the brick separator doesn't break them. And then the only way you could get them is try to push him back. But then my hands get sweaty. My hands are sweaty right now. So for me, there are situations where a brick separator just doesn't cut it, and I have to, use my nails. But that's just me because I'm terrible at all this stuff. Still waiting for Perry to tell us what his coffee order is. How long does it take you to build the Eiffel Tower? So that's a good question, Brick Nexus. This is like stream 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So we've been building since the beginning of December. I know you guys are definitely tired of me by now. And this is bag number 37. So there's like 75 bags. So I think we're like halfway through. and each stream has been about 2 hours. So if my math serves me correctly, by the end of today, we'll be 12 hours in. I'll be 12 hours in. 12 hours of building for me and 12 hours of suffering for you guys from watching me build. um, yeah. The, how long does it take? Too long. I think by the end of this, I'm going to obviously reveal like the numbers of like how long it took me to build. Um, but you know what? I'm happy I have you guys here because this is a super repetitive build. And if I had to build this in silence, I would probably go nuts. MC is awesome. I totally agree. Wrestling watching, yeah. Oh yeah. MC is a huge wrestling fan. Gotta get in on that. Yeah, guys, he brings a lot of energy for sure. 2 weeks to complete it piece by piece. That's probably right. I would say that if you're sitting like if you're building multiple sessions a day and you're not distracted, that seems reasonable. It's early in the morning for just bourbon. Light drip coffee and apple fritter. Ooh, that sounds amazing. That sounds really good. I would love an apple fritter. Mind you, I haven't had my breakfast this morning yet. My breakfast is this coffee. So anything you throw at me food related is going to sound good. Weekends, I'll be honest, weekends I get a little lazy because all week, I have to deal with people that are not pleasant. So all my energy goes out there, and you guys bring the best of me. So by the time I get to the weekend, I'm too lazy to have an early breakfast. So forgive me for not having my breakfast yet, but at least I have coffee. So I'm just gonna skip to lunch today. It's gonna be one of those days. It's a write-off. It's a tax write-off. Have you guys ever seen Schitt's Creek, which is a show? I think. Oh, Ryan is not on here. It's filmed in Canada, but it's really popular. Chai tea with cinnamon roll. That sounds delicious too. Ooh, Kim, you're definitely onto something with that one. Chai tea cinnamon roll. Yeah, or you could just be like Phil and just have bourbon. Where was this? It's a famous saying. The Eastern European breakfast is By the way, I'm not a smoker. I don't promote this at all. But a Finnish breakfast is a cup of black coffee and a cigarette. So you could say I'm halfway there because I have a cup of black coffee, but I'm definitely not doing the cigarette part. But yeah. Philly, not much of a breakfast person. Yeah, I like a good breakfast when it's like on the weekend and you're relaxed. Like we have this awesome place up here called the Pancake House. Their pancakes are some of the best things I've tried in my life, and I think we're actually gonna go there tomorrow with my wife. So I'm super excited about it. Um, but yeah, when you don't have to rush anywhere and you can sit down and have your meal, have a conversation, enjoy a cup of coffee, like breakfast in the mornings on the weekday when you're going to work. Like I'm only having a breakfast as a function to keep my mind working. I'm not having it to enjoy it. I'm having it because I need to eat something because I'm probably not going to eat for the next 8 hours. So, and I've had that this week where I went 4 days without having a lunch because everything's urgent and everything needs Alex on it for some reason. So it's just my little sidetrack rant. But anyways, Schitt's Creek, yes. I'm all over the place. I think I've spent too much time talking to MC where I'm starting to turn into MC with all my sidetracks. Schitt's Creek is awesome, but one episode where David, who's the son of David Levy in that show, who's his actual son too, which is funny. He was just saying everything's a tax write-offs. It's like, why'd you buy this stuff for your shop? It's a write-off. What about that? It's also a write-off. It's like, do you know what a write-off is? Like, a write-off is a write-off. You write it off. It's like, do you know what that means? Like, it's a write-off. Like, don't worry about it. It's just a write-off. So that's where I got that write-off thing from. I was like, oh, it's just a write-off. Everything's a write-off. Don't worry about it. Not tax advice, by the way. Not actual tax advice. I work in finance, but I'm not giving anyone financial advice here. I'm not a licensed fiduciary, so don't take that as literal advice. But yeah, everything's a write-off. I have to put that disclaimer in there because you never know, right? You never know. The write-off was a great episode. Yeah. Sorry, I missed a message from Brick Nexus. Purchase something like that. Don't think I'll be able to finish it. Am I just still alongside my Lego bin and read? That's a good way to do it. I will say this does take a lot of patience and just sitting there for hours, as you guys notice me do, and putting things together in the same order over and over again. Sometimes, like, I screwed up these 4 panels that I started today because they looked the same, but one of them was not. And so I had to retile a couple of them. I really need a brick separator with me right now because I can't do the nail separating method again. But yeah, I get that. This is a lot of great pieces, and they're all in dark gray, or however Lego likes to call medium stone gray for some reason. I don't know where the stone or where we're getting the stone from, but let's call it medium stone gray. Um, but yeah, I get it. It's definitely not something everyone wants to do. It's early in the day to use the word fiduciary. Am I throwing too big of a word out there? I don't like how that word sounds too. Like when you say it out loud and then you hear yourself, it's like, oh, that is not a good sounding word. But it is very. Oh, you guys are funny. Maybe it's too early for you, Perry, but it's not early for us here on the East Coast. As you know, the big financial centers are on the East Coast, New York City, so it's ripe trading. Actually, it's Saturday. No one's trading anything today. Yeah, it is. No, not another piece. Oh my goodness. Okay, these 1x1s are not my favorite thing, and there's 68 of these that I have to put together around. 1, 2, 1, 2. I didn't think it would be this kind of stream either, but we went from talking about coffee to college to financial responsibility. There's a lot of topics being circled here. We talked about how Kim doesn't want to be my friend because she doesn't like coffee. I'm kidding. But yeah, Phil still works at college, so he never left that college experience. So that's fun. Yeah, Brick Nexus, you should definitely grab a snack. I hope I don't bore you guys for too long, but I'm happy to talk about fiduciary responsibilities. I have friends who I worked with who are now transitioned to. We worked on the front lines in the credit space, and now they're transitioning to being relationship managers, and they have to get like their licenses so they could sell products to people, to companies. And they were telling me everything they have to do, and I'm like, that does not sound like fun. I'm glad I left that space. But yeah, anytime I tell people finance related stuff, they immediately get bored and want to slap me in the face. But yeah, it's not fun. That's why when people ask me what I do for work, I'm like, you don't want to hear what I do for work. It's really not interesting at all. I could tell you about my Lego collection. That's more fun. I feel like that's stuff that's that people actually want to hear about. Anyways, too many sidetracks today. Everyone's having their great breakfast. College is awesome until you have to leave it. Then it's not awesome. I miss college. You know, I know Phil, you still work in college, so you kind of get to see um, that stuff on a day-to-day basis. I kind of miss. I don't live too far from where I went to college, so I could always go back to campus. But I just miss, you know, having uh, no responsibilities. I miss that feeling of freedom. I don't feel free anymore. I feel trapped in a reality I don't like. Front lines mean way different. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. So maybe I should rephrase it. And this is where corporate speak crosses with other speak. Like when I said in the trenches the other day, and MC's like, "You don't want to be in the trenches," and I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. I don't want to be in the trenches. That's the feeling I probably don't want to experience." And in the corporate world, that they overuse like those terms that don't belong to them at all. But for front lines, they meant like you're a customer facing role. Um, there's back office, front office. So anything client facing would be like a front office job. But yeah, I love it. Perry's like, that's a cool finance story. Can we talk about my Lego toys? Yeah, honestly, absolutely. Yeah. When people say like, "What do you do for fun?" Oh, I read the Wall Street Journal. Who says they read the Wall Street Journal for fun? I read the Wall Street Journal because I need to read. I need to know what goes on in the world. I do Lego for fun because Lego actually brings smiles to people's faces. I've never seen someone reading a Wall Street Journal what they turn away from and they're happy. I've never seen someone read a news headline in the finance art in the finance space where they're like, "Oh yeah, that made me happy." No, it usually makes you miserable because nothing good comes from those stories. Thanks for stopping by, Perry. Appreciate having you. You're awesome. Enjoy your day with your buddy. You could tell us your stories about teenagers, Kim. I high school so far removed that honestly, I don't even. I probably wouldn't be able to relate to any modern day high schoolers. High schoolers. Oh, I definitely said that wrong. What time from our region? I live in Malaysia, so it is 11:40 p.m. Wow, I did not know you were based in Malaysia, Bricknexus. That's so cool. So you're definitely like almost starting the next day, while we're still trying to start this day. That's pretty cool. We are U.S. East Coast, so at least myself, I know Kim and Phil are in the same time zone. It's 10:45, 10:43 in the morning, so 10:43 a.m. It's always so mind-boggling how many different time zones there are in the world. Time zones are cool, guys. Okay, I think I didn't miss anything on this page. Oh no, 56 pieces. These guys are killing me. Why do we have so many pieces here? 10:41. Oh, I appreciate you, Kim. Thank you, guys. If you're hitting the like button, subscribe helps too. If you're in the like button, I know you're all subscribed, so I'm not gonna be that person. But yeah, I definitely appreciate all your support. And you guys for sticking around here today. So thank you. So, what are some interesting college or high school stories? If you guys have any to share. Oh no, you're out of peanut butter and chocolate? You definitely have to have a refill on that. I don't know if that's as simple as going to your pantry or if you have to go to a supermarket, but we have to address that ASAP. That is code red, code blue. I don't know what actually those code means. Like if I got trapped in a building, they start yelling code numbers or like sorry, not code numbers, code like code colors, code blue, code green, code. I'm like, what is? Can you tell me what's going on? Like, anyways, I'm sidetracked. So Phil, is it a code red? Red danger. That probably makes sense. That red would be danger. This is how you know I'm a little uneducated about this stuff, where I should be more educated. So what does code blue mean? Is that like a medical emergency, from what I understand? It's code red. By the way, Phil, this is definitely code red, so you definitely have to address this. This is danger, incomprehensible danger. Not even a fiduciary could take care of this. Blue is medical. Okay. That's what I remember blue being medical, I think, somewhere. I've heard that called out somewhere. I forgot where. Ba-dum, 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 bum. Da-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na. I appreciate you, Brick Nexus. Really appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with us. Um, it means a lot to myself. It means a lot that everyone's here. It means a lot that you're here to witness this emergency. Blue light special. When you say blue light, I'm thinking about a different kind of blue light. I'll be having a blue light special later, if you know what I mean. But it won't be peanut butter and chocolate. I don't even think they have blue lights in the southern regions. I think that's a northern thing. Yeah, we're definitely not on the same page because my blue light is probably different than blue light for you guys, right? I think I'm trying to. I can't imagine we're talking about the same blue light. Code yellow means everything's in place, keep working, but lock doors. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I think these codes are. It's helpful if you know the codes because if I'm working in a place and someone just yells out something without anyone knowing what that what that um, color means, and I bet you in the place I work, most people don't know what it means. So if someone yelled out code yellow, they would be like, "What are we supposed to do?" I don't think this. They train us on stuff that's irrelevant, but the stuff that's actually important, they don't train us. Anyways, that's just another little segment of me complaining. Let me not do that. Red light special TLC. So speaking of blue lights, we're definitely not on the same page there. I think. I like blue lights, but I think those are different kind of lights. They definitely put lights in your eyes, but we're definitely not. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. Honestly, I think we're just. Drug dog is in the building. Kmart. Is Kmart still around? This is how I know I'm a disaster because I read messages out of order. Kim, do you guys have a Kmart around you? I think they closed them down a while ago. Or is that just something that a reference that I missed? I remember I haven't seen a Kmart since before COVID. It's been a minute for sure. I think I need one more. Bum, 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 bum. How am I missing one here? Please tell me. Dun, 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 dun. Everything's starting to blend in and look the same. This room maybe having MC's method of sorting could have been helpful. 36. Wow, I am missing one piece. I'm not. Huh. Luckily, I think I have this piece in my inventory somewhere. These gray 1x2 bricks are definitely handy in a lot of situations. Slot back in. Dun, dun, dun. Blue light special sale. Okay. I guess I haven't spent enough time going to Kmart because I didn't know what that was. Battle of the century. Uh, maybe it is in a bag. Uh, I don't see it in the bag, but I think it definitely slipped out somewhere. It's somewhere in this room, and it's going to be found one day. And until it's found, it will remain a mystery. The mystery of the missing brick. Blue light special. I completely blew through that reference. I had a lot of blue light special emergencies in college, but I think they were referencing something else. It's definitely we did not go to Kmart to fulfill those emergencies. Oh my god. Yeah, Sean, I think that's what he's gonna be doing on Monday, where he's gonna dump all the bricks together, and he's gonna show off and build it backwards. Sean is too intelligent for me. I need to have my stuff dumbed down, like instructions and everything. Sean could probably build that set without even any of us blinking an eye. But yeah, for the Monday challenge, Sean's gonna be the one who's gonna have everything, all of it dumped on a table and trying to build from that. Pure chaos. He lives in peace, chaos. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did hear about the 24-hour stream. I don't. Maybe you guys tell me who Mayo is. I don't think I've seen that page before. It, does Mayo go by any particular handle name? Don't mean to sound ignorant, but I don't think I've interacted with um, someone called Mayo before. The piece is definitely probably somewhere across the room. Luckily, it's pretty common piece, so easily replenished. No, 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 no. I really hope I get to open box number 3 today. We got like 3 more bags in this one, and just about an hour. Maybe. This thing is super repetitive, and I can't imagine once you have to build the 4 supports going further up. I think it will be fun to put this side by side with me when I finish building it, because this thing's supposed to be like 5 feet tall and I'm like 4 feet tall. So I expect this tower to be towering over me. I expect to be humbled by this tower when when it's done. Maya Hoska. It's part of the brick crawl. Oh, yeah, I didn't. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see all of the brick crawl videos, the entire thing. So I think I missed out on that. Okay, is he based in a different time zone, or is he based? Yeah, I don't think I've seen that channel before. Huh. You live and learn every day. You learn new things. This is where I said sometimes I could sound ignorant because I haven't met everyone yet. I'm meeting people, but I haven't met everyone yet. There's still a few black boxes for me. He's in Australia. Oh, okay. So, yeah, gotcha. Australia is a hotbed for a lot of brick creators too. I think I've seen quite a few come out of that region. That's nice. I'm gonna check out his channel after. Thanks, Brick Nexus. Thanks for subscribing to Mayo. I'm gonna have to check out his channel too afterwards. But for now, we build a tower. The Great Great Tower. What? This is a question for Phil. How tall is the bar door? You know what the height of that one is? Because I imagine that one's pretty tall as well. I'm gonna start measuring things in myself. So I'm gonna say the Eiffel Tower is about an Alex and a half, or something else is like 2 Alexes. My ceiling is 2 Alexes tall. I use myself as a measurement tool. Um, Someone's leaving? Oh no! Have fun, Kim. Oh yeah, the wedding gown. Yeah, have fun. Thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Australia, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Dun, 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 dun. It's Saturday. It is Saturday. What a lovely Saturday. I love me some Saturday. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. How was your day, Brick Nexus? You doing anything fun today? Your Saturday's almost over. Ba-na-na-na-na. All I hear is my dog just going do-do-do-do-do-dum, do-do-do-dum, just running around upstairs. Little troublemakers and all. Oh, I see what they did in this set. So instead of giving me a 2x2 piece, I have this like oh man, I gotta get closer. I have this I don't know what this is called, like the handle thing. So I think they mixed it in that instead of the 2x2 that I need. I think that's where I got lost. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fill in the gaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, this base is looking nice. Bag number 38. Oh man. I see 1x1s. I am not happy. But Doesn't look like there's too many. Four feet tall. Wow. With that extra base. Okay. That's cool. That's pretty tall. 4 feet tall. Even with the extra base, that's wow. You're struggling to come up with a story for your stop motion? Yeah, I imagine those are difficult. I cannot even comprehend how hard it is to create a stop motion. I'm not that creative. um, so hats off to you, my friend. I guess if you have a general theme, maybe we could help you. I don't know if you're thinking of a general theme for this stop motion. Wow, an extra 400 to add the base. Wow, my God. Doesn't the set itself cost like 400? So it's like two sets just to have the base. Wow, that's incredibly expensive. I was to that point, Phil. I did in one of my past videos. My wife bought me the botanical garden set for Christmas, and now I'm starting to look at my Lego city tables behind me, starting to think about where I could plop that in there, and then I went on Rebrickable. I went down the rabbit hole of going to Rebrickable, and I found some incredible bases you could add to that. But kind of like you tell me the story of Bar Doer, it almost like doubled the price of the set to add the base, like $400 for this base for the botanical garden. The set itself is like low 300s, and to add a base, you're adding like another $250 just to have that like garden in front of it, that nice little area, greenery, some trees. Lego's expensive. Lego pieces are expensive. I did find a new place to buy pieces. I think I shot them out in the video the other day. The Pennsylvania Bricks channel. I mean not channel, shop. The price per piece is a lot more reasonable than anywhere I found on like Lego shop at home website, or even some Bricklink sellers. I feel like some Clink sellers are gone very expensive, which I understand. You got to keep up with the prices, so it makes sense. But as someone who's trying to create stuff and needs a lot of bricks, it's definitely costing a pretty penny to create anything custom these days. Um, so yeah, $400 is that's insane. Yeah, well, maybe one day you'll be able to do a base or something, add something custom to it. Yeah, stop motion is difficult. I appreciate you, Breck Nexus, for supporting the us humble Lego creators. It means a lot. And yeah, hopefully you are able to come up with an idea for your stop motion. I imagine that would look great once you get there. Like I said, my creativity is not helpful to anyone because I don't have any creativity. You've seen my Lego City builds. You've seen my my poor excuse of a forest. We're just kind of slapping things together to see what it looks like. But I'm having fun, I'm not the most creative person. I'm not the most talented creator. There's so many And like I said this before, when I went to Bricks and a Six, and I do hope I make it out to more brick conventions in the future. When I went out there, I was just humbled by how many great creations there are and how talented people are because I'm not that talented. And that's okay. Not everyone is going to be creative, but you could always support others and be appreciative of other creations. So I appreciate all you guys. You guys are all very creative, and I'm just here hanging around building Lego sets with instructions because you take away my instructions, and I'm as good as a deer in the headlights. Just gonna stand there and let the truck hit me. Hit me like a truck. But yeah. No, I definitely appreciate your words of encouragement, Brick Nexus. That means a lot. Appreciate you hanging around today too. I'm glad that the time difference kind of worked out in a better way today. Yeah, you're right. Everyone does have their own limits. That's true. Absolutely. And that's what I like about Lego is that you don't have to replicate something. You don't have to do what someone else is doing. You could do what works for you, works for your space, for your budget, for your creativity levels, for your how much time you're able to spend, and as long as you're having a good time and you're enjoying yourself, it's all that matters. Do what you love, and it'll never feel like a burden, which is more than I could say about my job, my actual job. This is not a job. This is fun. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Phil. The amount of people that we've been able to meet, I I am truly grateful that you guys accepted me into your group, and the fact that I got to meet Burley Bricks in person and interact with him was fun, and I hope that I have that experience with all you guys one day. Um, but yeah, I mean, I could not have imagined this journey would be any more fun without having met you guys. So you've definitely made this a much better experience that than it would have been without you all. So I definitely appreciate having these connections and continue to foster them too, right? Because it doesn't just end here. We're just getting started. You know, I just met you guys a couple months ago, so um, it's the beginning of something big. I don't know. I'm just talking now. I'm just chatting. It's incredible how time flies, though. I feel like we were just leading up to the holiday period, and now it's already January 10th. How is it already January 10th? Didn't Christmas just happen? It is incredible how time flies. Next thing it'll be Christmas again. But you know what? As long as we're having fun, it's all that matters. It's been a month since you've met us, Brick Nexus. That's wow. Can't believe it's only been a month. You're right. It does feel like it was a lot longer ago. I just I didn't realize this, but like I only met Phil, Kim, and the group a couple months ago. I think it hasn't been that long. It was definitely in the fall. Um, and Brick Nexus, I thought I met you earlier too. That's interesting. Yeah, time does fly, and every year gets faster. You're right, Phil. It's scary to say. When I was a kid, they told me enjoy it right now because when you get older, time just flies by you. And I think I already said this before, so I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it really does feel that way when life hits you as you're older. Time just flies by. But like I said, I'm in the state of mind where I don't even keep track of time anymore. I just every day is a new day for me. If I have a if I'm able to do something I enjoy that day, it was a good day. and carry on like that until the next one, and so on and so forth. I don't even know at this point when I'll be able to finish this Eiffel Tower. MC could make fun of me for this, for saying that it'll be done in 8 hours, and I'm already like almost double that time over. I'm just about halfway through this. I really don't know how long it's gonna take me. I really thought I had a handle on this, and then as you start going through it, it's like, whoa, this thing is a beast. I have not given it its respect. Maybe because I haven't built anything this big, I didn't know what's it. Well, no, I built the Coliseum. That's pretty big too. That was a while ago. Um, yeah, I agree with you, Brick Nexus. All about having fun, communication, respect to others, and building Lego. How many hours have you sunk into the Barrador, Phil? Barrador. Can't even say it right. Barrador. I imagine that, because that has an incredible amount of details too. I love the fiery details around that. I imagine that takes a while to build as well. I'm trying to remember how many hours I spent on the Coliseum, but I didn't build it in the same format I am right now, where I do it during live streams every week for a couple hours, and then I just move on with my life. I kind of built it every day as I was on the couch, and it was repetitive, so I just built sections over and over again. 15, 16 hours. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, and honestly, like sometimes you lose track of time. You don't know how long you're building. Like first couple of streams, when I look at the screen and I see that I'm like 2 hours in and I've only covered 5 bags, and I'm like, there's no way that was 2 hours. But it goes by. These builds are no joke. Lego knew what they were doing when they produced them. And they make so many bigger sets nowadays too. I can't imagine that Star Daily Bugle and much more. Yeah. The Bugle is a fun build too. Not as repetitive. I've never built a Death Star, so I can't speak for that one. The Daily Bugle took me not that long actually. But it was a lot more fun because I think it's not as repetitive. Like I imagine Phil and Barrador. I think Barrador is not. It doesn't look as repetitive, so that is probably a lot better of an experience than this tower, which is just you're building the same thing over and over and over again, multiple times over. And I bet you when I get past this second base and I start building the next set of supports, it's going to be the same as the bottom. I'm going to be going through the same exact cylindrical pieces, laying them out in the same way. So it's going to feel like a deja vu experience. But yeah, trying to live in the moment. It's therapy. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that it feels therapeutic for you, Phil. It's kind of the whole point of this. Honestly, I don't no longer feel therapeutic right now. It was therapeutic when I started. Now it's just. No, I'm kidding. It does feel nice to take your mind off of things and just click bricks together. The power of the bricks. Yeah, Lego minifigs are awesome. I don't agree with how much some of them cost on the aftermarket, but in general, Lego produced them is awesome. I think they've gotten very creative with Lego minifigs over the year with a lot of cool molds, a lot of fun ways of displaying characters that you see in TV shows and stuff. So yeah, I totally agree. I like Lego minifigs. I wouldn't spend $2,500 on a minifig, but $5, yeah, absolutely. And we have, I think I mentioned this before, we have the Bricks and Minifig store next to us, and some of those like Star Wars minifigs. I mean, I know Star Wars has a massive following, so I'm not discounting that, but some of those Star Wars minifigs go for incredible prices. And I'll just never be able to understand that. Maybe because I don't have the same type of passion for Star Wars like, the actual Star Wars fans do. But I don't know. I mean, just like with anything, if there's value, if people think it's of value, they'll pay the money for it. I guess to me, it doesn't seem like that's something that I would shell my money out on, but I'm not the target customer for that, so I get it. Just talking in circles now. Lego is therapeutical though, yeah. Without Lego, I imagine I'll be in a very dark place, so Lego's definitely been helpful for me to not be in that dark place, because nobody wants to be in a dark place. That's no fun. Right, that's what I'm saying. Those older, you hit it right there. You hit it right in the nail. Is that the expression? I'm sorry, English is not my strong suit, so please correct me when I'm not even in the ballpark. Yeah, those older Star Wars minifigs, that's exactly what I was referencing to in terms of the prices. Because, like, excuse me, even the recent collectible minifig series I'm thinking about Dungeons and Dragons. So they all retail about $4 or $5, right, when they're new in box, and then once it's retired, and Lego retires them quite fast, they go up in price a little bit. But when they go up in price, they go up from like $5 to $10 or $15, and some of the more desirable ones could be at most like $30, $40. And at that point, it's still like, it's a lot for a minifig, but it's like, you know what, $40, cool minifigure, sure, I'll pay it. But then when we're talking thousands of dollars for a minifigure, that's when I'm like, whoa, are we really paying thousands of dollars for a minifigure? Like, sure, it's rare and it's cool, but that's a mortgage payment right there. Like, I'd rather keep my roof over my head than have the cool minifigure, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I'm old school when it comes to minifigs. I like them, but I won't spend a mortgage payment on them. If that makes sense. I like them, but I don't like them enough to shell that kind of money out for them. Value is larger perception. Yeah. 100% agree with you, Phil. Without perceived value, nothing has value. It's kind of like with everything, right? If someone values something, they'll pay the money for it. If they don't, they won't. And if some of these prices are because there is a perceived value for it, and people are willing to pay that top dollar. But the minute people won't pay that, it'll lose its value. It's a very risky thing. I mean, just like the currency too, like the US dollar only has value because people believe they have value. If everyone stopped believing that the US dollar had value, then it'll be worthless. Believe it or not, some people don't realize that currency is only currency because we perceive it as currency. If we all agreed that the dollar had no value, then no one's gonna accept it anymore. That, of course, that's very philosophical. I don't think it'll happen in our lifetime, but it's definitely a thought. Oh my gosh, more cylindrical pieces. Alex, you have been blessed. Bag 39, I think we could actually finish this second box. I got one more bag after this. But these cylindrical pieces, oh my god. Why is LEGO torturing me? I must have been terrible in my past life that I'm getting all this cylindrical piece torture now. Okay, this is not bad. We're just attaching to the hinge piece all the way around. Not the hinge, the claw looking piece. I don't know what it's called. Okay, I'm terrible when it comes to the uh, Lego piece names. I called something a snot brick, studs not on top, but turns out there are studs on top. And I don't know where I got that from, but I guess the naming convention is a little misleading. These are cylindrical pieces. I used to call them sticks because they look like sticks to me. Look like something my dog fetches, but you know, I don't think I'm the authority on what Lego pieces should be called, so it's fine. There are 72 of these cylindrical pieces that you got to snap into place. Hey Willow, looks like my doggy's back. You ran out of food? Is that why you need me now? She usually only comes around when she finishes her food to ask for more. How many bags are there? 100? Yeah. I think closed. I looked it up. And I'm going to open the last box in a few minutes once I get through bags 39 and 40 because I do want to get to box number 3 today, which is the final box. If Google's correct, and I hope it is, and I didn't verify this with the LEGO website, which I should have, this should be 75 75 bags in this set. So we're in the second half of this build now. So I appreciate you being here. We got some good conversations to start off the stream. Some interesting topics for sure. And if you guys are watching, Monday is a fun stream coming, hosted by our friend Lego Therapy 21 MC, where we have a battle of the minds. MC will be hosting myself and Mr. Bryn Briggs, also known as Sean, and we'll be attempting to build the same Lego set in 3 different ways to see which way is the best. So that should be fun. I'm really excited for that. Like I said, I spent all night parting out the set that we're going to build so I could be ready to go. But yeah, thank you for being here. Moving right along. Yes, indeed, Phil. Yeah, we're using. I think so. I haven't watched too many reviews of the new Death Star set, but I imagine that one has a lot of bags too because Lego recently started. They've gotten smarter about how they do their bags. So instead of just having like, and I'm imagining the old Lego Technic sets that I've built because I've have a few Technic sets on my display. You would have like 3 number 1 bags, 4 number 2 bags, and it'd just be you dump all the number 1 bags, and it's like a table full of bricks, and it's not really efficient. Now they start doing more bags, only 1 number bag per each number, and it's actually a reasonable amount of pieces. I think I built the Brickling Designer sets recently, the ones they were released in the past couple of series, and they actually had like a lot more bags. I think the Wild West train had like 50 bags. But each of them was small and reasonable, so you could build a small chunk at a time. So if the Death Star follows the same convention, and it's a huge, huge set, I imagine that set has probably close to 100 bags. And someone could correct me if you're watching this and you've seen how many bags are in that set, because that's probably the one that has more bags than the Eiffel Tower. Also don't know about Titanic. I think Titanic might have quite a few bags. I'm calling this the necessary evil because it's not fun to stick all these in place, but it creates a cool little pattern around here. So it's without it, we won't see the nice patterns come out on this tower. So as much as I don't like doing all these tiny pieces, um, it leads to something good. I need one more. Okay. 72 in place. Okay. So now we're putting these window pieces in. They look like windows, I think. Yeah. If you love Lego, you spend money on it, that's for sure. I did get lucky where I got this set on a deep sale a while ago using my VIP points, and I think there was a promo. I know they're called insider points, insider VIP. I think it's no one's tried to correct me, but um, I know Lego rebranded from VIP to insider. You know, potato. Honestly, didn't really change the meaning of what the program is. So, anyways, sidetrack. When I bought this set, it was a while ago. When I purchased this set, so the price of it is like $630. I paid half of that with the combination of VIP points and a discount they had, which was like I think around $100 something at a time. This was a special a couple years ago. I don't remember if it was Black Friday or an Insiders Weekend, whatever they call it. Yeah, so I got lucky that I didn't have to spend as much as the set retails for. But yeah, if money wasn't an object, I would have every Lego set in my collection. I would figure out the space. I really would, but yeah. Gotta make sure there's food on the table. Can't eat Lego bricks. It doesn't taste appetizing. I haven't tried, but I'm sure it doesn't. If Thank you, Phil. I hope you have a good time with your wife's parents. Really appreciate you stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your weekend. Uh, Definitely appreciate having you around, my friend. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, Brick Nexus. I mean, I appreciate you saying all these nice things. I will, you know, I just build because I enjoy it. Audience, if you're interested in watching, you can stop by and watch it. If you're not interested, I'm not gonna force you. So everyone has things to do in life. I understand. So this is available for anyone who wants to watch it. But I appreciate you being here, um, and I appreciate that not everyone wants to hear me talk for 2 hours or so. So I imagine it's not the most enjoyable thing for everyone. But I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you spending time with me today. Dun, dun. A lot of window pieces here. That's kind of cool. This looks cool with all the window pieces. I'm going to bring it closer once I finish. I appreciate you, Brick Nexus. I need to have this moment. I gotta make this. Yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, I get I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and that's fine. As long as you do what makes you happy, right? That's what's most important. If I have one person watching and then one person interested in watching, I'll do the stream for one person. It's one of those things. It's not about the quantity; it's about the quality. It's about having people who are interested in what you're doing, being around. Dun, dun. I have a good feeling about making it to box number 3 today. Dun, dun. I really hope you figure out your stop motion too. I'm excited to see what you come up with. If you're watching, don't be shy and say hi. Dun, 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 dun. Otherwise, you're just watching me building. Peace and quiet. Just probably nice too, honestly. Probably don't need to hear me talk. Dun, dun. Okay. Bag number 40. This looks very repetitive. Last bag of the box. Finally. Yeah. Having fun with the audience indeed is what it's about. We had some, I know you joined a little bit late. We had some interesting conversations to start this stream. That was fun. It is bag number 40 indeed. I know. Time flies. Well, I'm hoping to get into the next box too, so I don't think this will be my last bag of the day. I hope not. Because I have no more bags on the table. I have to open the final box of this Eiffel Tower. Dum, dum. I think my coffee is cold by now. To the 3 people watching, thank you. How many boxes are inside? There are 3 boxes. So this bag is the last bag of box number 2. And after this, we move to box number 3, which is the last box. So yeah, there's 3 boxes. They don't all have the equal amount of bags inside, though. I think the last box is gonna have a lot of bags because we still have to build the tower up, So yeah, but it's looking good. I'm excited for it. La 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 la. Yeah, I know there's a lot of plastic in here. Definitely a lot of plastic. Where's Lego supposed to switch to paper bags at one point? I guess if you're not a Lego insider, you don't really get paper bags. It's mostly for the LAN people. But yeah. Okay. Alright. La 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 la. Yeah. If you think about the amount of plastic we go through with Lego, it is actually incredible. The number is incomprehensible, if I could say that word. Pum 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 pum. Ba-da-dum pum pum. Pum 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 pum. Just sing it to myself now. I promise I'm not going nuts. I wish I had background music, but YouTube does not like that. So we're not doing that. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. All right. Okay. And now we do 4 of these. Lego is just typical Lego. If they want to have more bags, like, yeah, yeah. I actually have. I should probably do a video on that. I have not done a video of my CMF collection, so I did the Muppets one, and I did a Disney one. I think. Yeah, I did a Disney one, and recently I did the Dungeons and Dragons, but sorry, I'm still missing one from the Dungeons and Dragons set. And I could find it on eBay for like $15, so I should probably just get over with because I don't want to do a lot of blind boxes and figure out whether I'm gonna get it, I'm not gonna get it. So I should probably just simplify my life and just get the one I know I'm missing. I have a few collections, yeah. I have a couple pieces from The Simpsons, but I don't have the full series. But in terms of full series, Muppets, Disney, and almost Dungeons and Dragons, I have those. Yeah, I like those figures. But again, I don't like them enough to spend $2,500 on. I like them enough to buy them in $5 blind boxes, and that's kind of the whole experience for me. Anything beyond that is, to me, incomprehensible. But hey, to each its own taste, right? Everyone has their preferences. Why can't I find? Bum, 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 bum. La 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 la. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Have you collected any minifig Brick Nexus? Do you like any of them? Oh, sorry. I kind of took a pause there before asking you. Took me a second to realize. D&D. Okay. Yeah, I mean, some people like opening blind boxes. Some people know exactly what they're gonna get, so that makes total sense. Well, I'm glad you got the series then. I think that's an awesome series, the D&D one. I want to get the D&D set to the Lego Ideas set they have. I'm still not ready to spend whatever $300 some dollars that it costs. But yeah, I definitely want to get the big set because I think D&D minifigures are awesome, super cool. A lot of fun stuff there, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I hope they make more those collectible minifigs. And even the ones that are not licensed are pretty fun too. The ones they do with just like the generic Lego themes. Ninjago movie CMF, Marvel. Oh, Marvel is another one. Yeah, I forgot about Marvel. Yeah, those are all great. You have a great taste in minifigures, my friend. Oh wait, am I supposed to connect one here too? I guess I am. Learning new things every day. Yeah, I completely forgot about the Marvel one because the Marvel one was based on like the series they had. There was like the She-Hulk. There was what am I saying? Black Widow. Uh, I cannot remember all of them, but yeah, those are awesome too, for sure. Okay, you're gonna watch me struggle now. Oh, here we go. That one's clicked into place. All right, and now we're gonna do. I think I'm gonna stand up a little bit. I'm starting to feel my back. Don't get old. Don't get old, my friends. I didn't know there was a CMF series for Ninjago. That's kind of cool. I like the Ninjago modular buildings. I need to get some of the retired ones, but oh, now I need to stretch my back. I gotta build 12 of these. Let's do two at a time. At least there are no one by one pieces here. You need accessories, but yeah, that makes sense. That's what makes it more collectible, right? If it's something that's not common, something you're not gonna find on a regular basis. I should say. Uh, yeah, for sure. So yeah, the Spider-Man one too. I try to collect them. I did not get to finish that, so I did there were what 12 figures in that one, and I did about six of them. I'm not sure if I want to finish completing that one or if I just want to have the six and just call it a day. But I'm definitely still debating it. Yeah, I get it. I think I like pop culture stuff in general. Anything that's movie related or show related, um, I like those. But for generic minifigs, I agree. If it doesn't have any special molds or anything, that it's not as valuable or not as interesting, maybe to collect. I get it. That's a good point. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. Oh damn! Definitely feel my back. I need a more comfortable chair from upstairs here, but there's no space because my Lego City is right behind me. So I'm trying to make use of whatever space I have. Definitely filled it in. I wonder. You see the Daily Bugle this way? Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right though. It does look like a lot of different Spider-Mans there. Personally, I still think it's cool, but am I gonna get all 12? I don't know. To be seen, to be found out, to be discovered. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which Lego City set are you talking about? Taxi, Lamborghini, and the Joker design car. Yeah, the taxi car looks nice. And if you like Speed Champions, so the Speed Champions sets nowadays look awesome. I'm still behind on a few, but I'm giving my credit card a pause for a couple months from buying too much Lego, so I'm not buying it right now. But when I go back to buying more Lego stuff, I'm definitely gonna pick up some Speed Champions because they've been making some absolute beauties of sets. Um, that's probably a theme that's really become huge lately. The Speed Champions theme, it's incredible. Some of the cars they produce, and I love cars, so for me, those licensed cars look awesome. All right, let's try to connect this. All this tiling on top. Hope you can see it in the camera. I'm gonna put this guy on the side for now. Dun, 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 dun. For a second, I thought I did that backwards. That would not be good. You like electric cars? I'm guessing. I didn't realize that taxi is an electric car. That's pretty cool. And we're gonna fill in the gaps with more tiles. Dunzo was his name. Oh, box number 2 done. Box number 3. Here we come. It's a nice looking box. Yeah, I like that they started doing movie cars for Speed Champions too. Maybe they will make a DC set. Who knows? Maybe there is a Batmobile in their future. If they're doing all the other ones, like Fast and Furious, as a box, my instructions, and a bunch of bags that I'm just going to dump on the side. There are a lot of bags in there. And I'm assuming this box has more bags inside. Or maybe specialized pieces. Let's find out. Yeah, Speed Champ is awesome. I like they're doing Fast and Furious cars. I see bag number 74. Holy cow. These are the later bags, so I'm probably going to leave it on the side. 74, wow. That is... Oh yeah, you're right. It's focused around Batman. I'm guessing you're a DC fan and you would like to see more DC stuff. That's fair. They haven't spent as much time as they could have with DC, so I get that. Number 3. Oh man, so there are 74 bags is what we're working towards. Oh man. So number 41 is next. I mean, this thing's gonna look sweet when it's done, but we're not there at all. I'm having fun though. I like this. You know, you're right. Lego has not made much Superman stuff. Now that I think about it, I don't remember last time we saw Lego Superman. That's okay. Maybe they'll get into it one day. But yeah, I mean, I need to get more Speed Champion stuff. Maybe I could get my wife to buy it for me soon. Box number 3. I'm super excited. We're building up the towers again. I'm just going to place this here because I know it has to go here anyways. Look at that. Look at that beauty. That looks awesome. I like how that looks. Okay. This doesn't have too many pieces in this bag, so I think I'll get through this one quickly. No, 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 no. Yeah, you're right. It's a lot. I mean, I do hope to do my review at some point in January, maybe early February, depending how this last section goes. I mean, the next section, not last. There's definitely a lot more. You're right. It's not for everyone. Not everyone wants to sit through 74 bags of plastic bricks and put that together. It takes a lot of time, and it's a big time commitment. So I get it. There is no shame in admitting if something's not for you. But yeah, I mean, I really hope to get my review across soon. Not like people haven't already seen the Eiffel Tower reviews. It's a set that's been around for a while, so only if people want to hear my thoughts specifically. I don't know. Probably don't have anything special to say that hasn't already been said, but we'll find out. It's definitely been an experience, that's for sure. Now, where I'm going to display it after, that's a good question, because I have not thought about the display solution. No, 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 no. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be. There is a miniature set, but wasn't it sold as a gift with purchase, if I remember correctly? If not, then I'm gonna try. There's the Eiffel apartment. I think that's the set you're referring to. Probably is the apartment. I have to check it out. I don't know. Should I try to get it? If I could find it on eBay for a reasonable price, I might get it. That would be cool to add the apartment. Maybe review that as well. It's part of the experience, right? If they have it. But yeah, I think that might be it. Might be the Eiffel apartment. Uh, Gotta find out about it. I know I'm just saying it to myself, humming along. Dum, dum, da-dum. Okay, now I just sound annoying. Okay. This bag is not too bad. La 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 la. Pum pum. Pum 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 pum. Lego Technic. Yes. I was talking about it before. I love Lego Technic. I have the if you look behind me on that wall, there's the four Lego Technic supercars. I love those. Those are beautiful pieces of engineering for sure. And they work with the actual automaker to create those. So like the Lamborghini Sian was built with Lamborghini's engineers. Uh, the McLaren, the Ferrari Daytona, Bugatti Chiron. Those are beautiful. I those are some of my favorite sets. I know Technic is not everyone's cup of tea, but it's definitely mine. I'm happy to sip on that cup of tea. Have you built any Technic sets, my friend? I definitely recommend if you have not. I think you will enjoy it. There's a lot of Technic pieces in the Eiffel Tower too. It comes with a lot of little studs and such. Okay, bag number 42. Oh, jeez. This is my favorite cylinders, quote unquote. It's interesting. I personally, I like Lego Technic a lot. Like I said, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I think it's cool. Um, it's very different from the Lego. What do we call it? The standard Lego builds. The what was in my train of thought? The Lego system. That's what I meant to say. Lego system. It's different from Lego system, and the pieces are obviously very different. But if you're like if you are a fan of like complex engineering and you like different styles of building and seeing different things come together, I definitely recommend. Like I said, those cars, dude, this way, those cars that I built, absolutely beautiful. I would not take a single one of those experiences back. I enjoyed it immensely. And I do hope you find it interesting because I personally think, and again, it's my opinion, I think Technic's awesome. Cannot go wrong with Technic. There's a lot to offer. But that's my bias, or I guess you call my experience. Yeah, love Technic. Love Technic. Oh wow, we're about 2 hours in. Maybe do one more bag after this and call it a day. Oh, jeez. 4. Oh wow, it is pretty late for you. I definitely appreciate you stopping by and you know having this conversation with me. It was awesome catching up with you, my friend. You definitely get some sleep and hope you have a great night and hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday when you wake up tomorrow. Well, later today, I guess, for you. But yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. I really appreciate you. You take care of yourself as well. Thank you so much, my friend. I hope to see you in the future again. Your support is very much appreciated. Even if I don't say it a lot, it really is. So thank you. I'm glad you made the time to stop by. La, 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 la. Okay. Hello, thank you for joining. Esponchi. I hope I said that right. It's gone quiet for a little bit. How's your day going, my friend? La la la. Hope you're doing good today. Boom, boom. Pum, 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 pum. I haven't been this quiet in a while. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Mhm, mhm. La, 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 la. Mhm, 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 mhm. Mhm, mhm. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Ay, 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 ay. Dum, 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 dum. Mhm, mhm, mhm. I guess the Spongy doesn't want to talk back to me. That's okay. No problem. Probably not that interesting, anyways. I'm definitely been going at it for a while now, over 2 hours. Gonna be wrapping this up after I finish this bag. La 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 la. La 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 la. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Fudge, 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 fudge. Fudgy, fudgy, fudge. Fudge, 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 fudge. Where is this piece? There we go. And this piece goes here. Voila. I'm gonna tilt this a little bit. Tilt this down. Tilt this up. Tilt this down. I'm gonna attach it. Yes. Let's attach. Ta-dum, ta-dum. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. That's one. That's two. La, la. Bum, 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 bum. Ta-dum. Mhm. This goes there. And this goes here. And we're gonna build this other side. This other side is gonna be over here and over here, over here and over here, over here and over here, over here and over there. These are added, and now we have these. Number one. Number two. Yeah, let's just lay it down. Okay, it's a good place to stop. That's all for today. Oh. I guess we'll pick this up next week.